Okay guys, so we're going to take a quick look through the code of how the No Texting While Driving app works. As a reminder, the way that it's designed to work is that as the end user, I can type in a custom message and then it would appear up here in this label. Right now the message is, "I'm driving right now, I'll text you later." When the app is open, if I receive a text message, it's going to send that automatic response and then read me the message that I got. So let's look through the code real quick. If we click through here, we're going to start off at the very beginning, right here, how about? So this one says that when the end user types in a message and then clicks the submit response button, it's going to do a couple of things. Number one, it's going to move the text from that text box, what I just typed, into the label. It's going to make that equal to the label's text. That way it'll show me what the message is going to be. The message I just typed will move up, essentially. This wasn't in the quiz that you guys took, but this right here would then clear the text box so I could type a new message if I wanted to. That way I don't have to delete the old one. This very last one is going to tell a database to store a value. We're going to label it the response message. This is kind of like when you close a Word file and you have to give it a name. It's going to give it a name response message. And what it's going to store is the response label's text. So if we look over here, I type in a message, hit the update button, this is the submit button, it's going to move that message up here, and then it's going to save that message for me. Now the next block down was asking you about what happens when the app opens. When the app opens, when the screen opens or starts, we're going to set that response labeled text, so that label right here, we're going to set that labeled text equal to, and now we're going to fetch a file. So we're going to tell the database to get a value. It's going to try to find a file called response message. Remember, we saved one as response message. But if we don't have one there, if we haven't entered a custom response yet, it's going to say value of tag not there will be, "I'm driving right now, I'll text you later." It's kind of like a default. So like right here, this is my default message. If I don't save anything, it's going to pop that one in there for me. Now the next one has to do with location changes. We created a variable. Remember, a variable is like in math where the value can change but the variable stays the same. So in this case it says create a variable, last known location, and right now we're just going to set it as unknown. The location will be unknown. However, when the location sensor in our phone realizes that our location has changed, it's going to update that last known location variable to include the current address, the location sensor's current address. So it'll update the address as we go. Last but not least, this is the bulk of our app here. This is the meat and potatoes. I had actually modified this to create some custom code. We're going to put this back real quick so that way you guys can see what you worked on. So in this one right here, it says when the message is received, we're going to do two things. We're going to create a text message, that's the first part, and then we're going to read the message that we got. So to create a text message, just like if you were to open up a new text message on your phone, you have to put a phone number in there. So it says set the text's phone number equal to, get the number of the person who texted us. It's automatically going to collect that number and put it in the phone number spot of our text message. The next one says set the text message equal to, then it's going to join some stuff together. Our custom response, my last known location is, and then the value of that variable, my address. So let's say I'm sitting at North right now. Let's say that my message was this one, "I'm driving right now, I'll text you later." How about "I'm working right now, I'll text you later"? How about that's my custom message? It would say, "I'm working right now, I'll text you later. My last known location is 707 Vernier." Then it's going to send the text message. That's this last one. Tell the text feature to send that message. So we've sent the text message. Now we need to read the one that we got. So this one says, tell a text-to-speech feature. Remember, we used that in the first one of the 8 cards that we did where it spoke to us. Tell it to speak. What's the message going to be? It's going to say SMS message received from. It's going to read me the phone number of the person who texted me. The message is, and then it's going to read me what was in that text message. So there we go. We created our first functional app. We can't test it on our tablets because there's no ability to text them, but if you downloaded this to an Android phone and you opened it up, this bad boy would work. We're going to go ahead and get started on our next app, which is going to be kind of like a Quizlet. It's called President's Quiz. You can open that PDF up next, and you can get moving with that one.